What's up? A lot of you requested that I should review a keto, what I eat in a day video. This one's by Keto Connect.
It's bright and early, 5 a.m. And Theo is not feeling well. He has a 104 fever. And I'm making my morning coffee. I've been doing French press lately. And then if you saw our interview with Keto in the Chaos the other day, she does this, so I started doing it. It's called Soleil. Is it Soleil? Soleil water. You just put salt in with water and you let it fully dissolve. So I left this overnight and you can see there's still some salts in the bottom, so the water has absorbed as much.
Firstly, about the coffee. Of course, doing a ketogenic diet has a lot of benefits, but you can also do it wrong. I'm not saying that they do it wrong, but we'll see. My point is that if you do need coffee to wake up or to have energy for the day, then you're doing something wrong, because it should not be like that. All that it does is create stress in the body. It's fake energy, and long term it will have a lot of bad effects on the body. I've never heard of putting salt and water together. There's no way that this much sodium will be in any way good for you. It will only cause a mineral imbalance.
Sodium as possible. And then I'll just do like a tablespoon. She said a tablespoon has 1,400 milligrams of sodium once it's fully dissolved. I haven't double checked that, but sounds right. Yeah, I used to do this before. I haven't done it in a while. And then I've been doing this creamer lately. It's mostly coconut.
That's just one of those weird keto whatever trends that people do. Yeah, it's very similar to veganism when you look at how religious these ideas are.
Coconut cream. We'll do a pretty good amount of it.
Maybe he doesn't tolerate dairy. Coconut cream is not the worst thing in the world, but it looks like it's some packaged, pasteurized version of it. That's no good.
Theo's clocking in at 105.
104 point.
Wow. The kid looks super healthy. Really good amount of body fat. Well-developed face. Really good parents.
Too, as of late.
You might need to go to the doctor.
Yeah, they're gonna call
And you can
back.
already tell that this is not a vegan day of eating, because
Sad when
99% of vegans are infertile and childless.
So it is 8:35 right now, and Theo is sleeping. Poor little man.
I don't know what this is exactly, but most of this technology will just emit more radiation, as if we don't have enough of it.
Right now, I'm going to make my coffee. Here is what I'm going to put in it, and I haven't done a bulletproof coffee in months and months.
Is she also dairy intolerant? Still, why use that vegan nonsense? Strange. She also needs coffee.
Months. I like to just start off normally with
Not
like
good
coffee and a
role
little bit of,
models,
like, cream
but
or
okay.
like nut pods or something. But I thought this would be nice. So here is
Then
actually,
again,
it's a decaf. So
maybe
this
they
is
don't
a
want to
decaf
be.
I like. I get it off Amazon. And then I'm going to do
decaf.
some coconut
Okay.
oil, MCT oil powder, and then just a nice splash of cashew milk, and I'll blend that up and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so here is my coffee, and it's pretty good.
Oh,
Not
that's
my
a lot.
favorite MCT powder. I prefer chocolate or vanilla for sure. And then I'm gonna wake up Theo and we are gonna head out, and I'm also gonna take this along with me.
Okay, it's 10 a.m.
My problem with these keto trends nowadays, they look way too much like veganism, with all the powders and the sort of supplements and all of this garbage. Too commercial, too trendy at this point. All the keto bars and whatnot. This doesn't look bad. Eggs, super healthy. Hey, it would be better if they were raw. Just put them in a glass, drink them. But okay, hey. Looks not super overcooked. Don't know what that weird meat is or whatever that is. Avocado. Hey, why not? It doesn't have any micronutrients really, but if you want.
And this is my breakfast. I've been doing this a lot lately. I just kind of rotate between 2 or 3 different breakfasts or lunches. Breakfast sausage, this is pork. We get it from Whole Foods, but it's actually from a Georgia farm. And it's usually...
Of course, sausage may have some stuff added to it. This is probably not the worst on earth. Obviously, it's very cooked over the top, so you're not getting really any B vitamins out of it. What you should be getting when you're eating meat. Maybe some fat soluble vitamins, tiny amounts. It's not a super good breakfast, but it's pretty good and a million times better than anything that a vegan eats, that's for sure.
pretty cheap. Some eggs, 4 eggs, and an avocado with some salt on top. I cooked it all in beef tallow, so this probably totals like 900 calories.
I guess that they are kind of obsessed with salt, at least he is, but salt just causes mineral imbalances. All you're getting is basically sodium out of it. Doesn't matter what kind of salt you use. it's a rock, and salt, because it's just a rock, accumulates in your brain, unlike minerals that you get from natural food. Really not a good idea to ever eat salt. Besides that, once you stop it, you will realize how incredibly disgusting it is. I can never imagine eating salt.
Calories or so, maybe a little less. Someone's back and better than ever. Ear infection.
And I'm having lunch, and Theo's finally eating some. Yeah, he's having some cheese. Okay, maybe he's not. Don't put it in my soup. So I am having one of these soups. I really like them, and you can get them in store. I think I've seen them at Whole Foods, Sprouts. I added some extra chicken because it's 19 grams of protein, but like they're little pieces of chicken, and that's also from the broth, so I like to add some meat to it if I can. And then I also added some extra bone broth that we had in the fridge, and this is bone broth from when we made our short ribs.
As far as cooked food goes, this is very good. Bone broth, she understands that she should add more meat to it because the package says 19 grams. Again, a bit of a vegan mindset, because obviously you're not actually gonna get that out of it. It's just a writing made by somebody. It doesn't mean super much at all.
On Monday, I'm gonna add pork rinds to it. So anytime I have soup or a hot liquid, I add pork rinds to it, and they become crispy. It's basically like croutons, but way better.
And then I have an interview in 30
Also,
minutes with Keto Chef
if you want
Max.
something, that's also a good idea.
Theo's eating an Adapt bar.
He's finally chowing and he's choosing an Adapt bar.
Don't give it to Julius or he'll die.
Alright guys, a big shout out to Thrive Market for sponsoring this video. 3 ribeye steaks, 3 fillets, 3 New York strips, and then 3 top sirloins.
Looks like
which
food.
I think we might have eaten all of them.
How many total steaks?
12.
I understand why people like steaks, but really they're just overpriced. Maybe they got them cheaper, but even then, in general, you could just eat heart. It's way healthier and not way, but it's more mineral dense, CoQ10 and so on also. Of course, that's something you may have to order at the butcher, and some people don't want to bother, blah, blah, blah.
For us to unpackage. So we got more of these. These are our favorite. We go through these and we do taco night, breakfast.
Coconut wrap.
Yeah, taco night every week, and then we do breakfast tacos, and these are great. I should have gotten more. On this challenge, he's been looking for snacks he can have, so I got him some of these.
Here's the thing, again, just like veganism, if you want to eat carbohydrates and you want tacos, then just eat them. Hey, if you get super satisfied by eating some coconut tacos or whatever, which are very low carb, then okay, but what if your body is actually telling you that you want some carbohydrates, but you religiously follow keto? Maybe even a lot of the keto people eat carbs, but don't say that to the viewers, same as the vegans who eat meat, just because they don't want to lose face, so to speak. You gotta understand it yourself. Listen to your body and think. Obviously, if a vegan eats fake meat, they want meat. If a keto guy or girl eats whatever tacos or tries to make a pizza, then maybe just eat some fruit and satisfy those carb cravings. But again, I suppose that this channel is kind of based on keto and it's their income, so it would be hard for them to do that.
I got more nut pods because I love this flavor as well, French vanilla. I always get stuff like on sale because I can't. Did you open this?
Oh yeah, Theo had some.
Oh my god, I was like, we can't be sponsored anymore. I got some pilly nuts because
Yeah, the sponsoring also on
going
that.
to town.
Yeah.
Wow. And then the last couple things I got were this chili garlic hot sauce. We've been doing a lot of Asian stuff lately, so I thought just to add a little spice. This is my favorite
Yeah, little,
dressing.
because it's
I don't
toxic
like
and you
ranch,
wouldn't add
but
anymore.
This one's super good.
This is my dinner. It's probably like maybe 10 ounces of steak. That's Mega's. And she's having some kimchi.
Mm-hmm. This is my favorite.
Okay, the steak looks way too overcooked. It's really destroying the whole purpose of eating. They really overcook their food too much. Just leave it at least somewhat rare. Hey, medium rare. Asparagus, I guess. I don't see why. Do they believe that vegetables are healthy? Obviously they are not. They're just man-made toxic sticks of death.
The mushroom deal?
Mushrooms.
You cooked them.
Little meat
See if he likes his
imitations.
own cooking.
Really no point. It's okay, but what's the point of feeding it to the baby? There's literally zero nutrients. Maybe he's just tasting some juices of the meat and that's why he eats it, but it's pointless at best, if not harmful.
One of the mushrooms just has tons of salt on it because Theo adds the salt. And he does it in the same place.
Mmm, so good. Taylor, you want some steak?
You should really not feed a child, definitely not a baby, toddler, any salt. It's gonna cause a lot of migraines and whatnot. Really bad idea.
Let's see if you prefer steak or mushroom.
We're in the Clean Plate
Oh,
Club
yeah.
for a third consecutive vlog. Mega is 2. And Theo is making a mess, but I think this is good for his creativity and stuff. This is going to be my after dinner snack. I got these Quest chips here. Barbecue is my favorite, and a little square of chocolate. This is 88% dark chocolate.
Again, Quest chips, I guess it's low carb chips, I assume. Obviously your body is asking for carbs then, except if it's asking for tons of salt or something. This is just stupid. Yeah, this is just a religion like veganism if you do it like this.
And if you guys don't know, you can get these at most grocery stores these days, and I think it's like 4 net carbs per bag.
Besides that, chips are just one of the unhealthiest things you could possibly eat. It doesn't matter how you make them. It's just guaranteed heart disease.
Time for bed.
Okay, pretty alright diet overall, especially if you compare it to what most people eat nowadays. But is it anything close to our optimal, natural diet? Not at all. There's no organ meats, not even seafood. You could add some lobster or whatnot, but okay, that may be expensive. But organ meats are the most nutritious foods. Maybe they eat it sometimes. That's just one day of what they eat. But I wouldn't be surprised if they don't. Eat some liver, eat some brain. Replace the steaks with some heart sometimes. The guys, also the toddlers, should eat some testicles. Also because the food was so overcooked, especially the meat, which is where most of the nutrients are at, they didn't really get many of the water-soluble vitamins, unfortunately. Some fat-soluble vitamins for sure, especially from the eggs, vitamins A, D, maybe some K2. Then of course they got a lot of toxins, and the salt obsession, especially in the keto community, is horrible. It should really stop. It's incredibly unhealthy. What's going on? There's just no proof in any way at all that salt is in any way healthy, obviously. It's needless to say, but there's tons of proof of how super unhealthy it is. Actually, I'll link my video in the description about salt if anybody is interested, if you still use it for some reason. But overall, hey, if this is how most families would be, we would still overall be much healthier and happier. I'm sure that the kid will grow up better than most kids nowadays. Alright, thanks for watching, guys.